Hey there, my name is Veronica. I'm so happy to be joining you on this podcast. So, I'm going to be answering 3 questions today that were submitted to me on the Anchor app, anchor.fm/VeronicaIsles. If you would like your question answered for free, simply download the app, send me a voice note, and I will add it to my queue. If you would like to learn more about me, I am a conscious manifesting coach and I am based in the great city of Chicago. You can go to my website, VeronicaIsles.com. I also have a successful YouTube channel. You can find me at youtube.com/VeronicaIsles. Okay, so let's get to question number 1.
Hi, I tried to manifest a crush that I have, but I don't know how to stop feeling kind of desperate, but not really desperate. And it's more like I'm so in love with this idea and that I can't let it go, because it feels like when you're trying to manifest, you're supposed to let go a little bit, but still be in love with this idea at the same time. But I'm just so confused. But how do I manifest my crush?
So, this is a great question on how to maintain balance. I think that you can best not arrive in a desperate place by focusing a lot of your manifesting on yourself being able to be loved by the person that you love the most. Hence, we are indirectly referring to your crush without the resistance, without the desperation, without the fixation upon this person. We are focusing on this idea of you entering a space where you already feel loved by the person that you love the most, by the person that you ideally want to be in a relationship with. I do think that it is fine to be very in love with this person, but you also have to recognize the other component, which is you. Which is that you can also be loved in this way by this person. So we don't want to see your crush as this dreamlike figure that always remains as a dream. Instead, we want to see them as someone who can be in your everyday life, as someone who can love you in this same way. So in order to release desperation, I would do a lot of focusing on you. And the great thing about this is it will also help you by default let go, because you are now redirecting the energy on yourself. We are still implying this person. We are not suddenly going general and trying to attract just someone, new or someone different. We are specifically trying to attract this person. So by redirecting upon yourself, you cut to the chase. You start to put a lot of value within you. You show your crush that you are just as valuable and that you can be their crush. So start seeing yourself in this way to be able to be loved by the person of your choosing. Still see this person in a wonderful way. Obviously, you wouldn't want to be with them if they weren't that wonderful. So we don't want to force yourself to drop all of these lovely ways that this person makes you feel. But we do want to also recognize that you can be seen in this way too. So we are directing everything upon you. And don't be scared to do this. Again, you're not going to attract someone else. You are going to, in fact, attract your crush because we are cutting out all of the resistance, resistance towards, seeing this person as unattainable or on a pedestal. We are taking away the desperation. We are feeling satiated already. We are seeing yourself as worthy of these things, as being able to have these things. So whenever you feel that ache towards this person, remind yourself how wonderful you are and how lucky this person is that you want to be with them. Okay, so let's get to question number 2.
Hello, Veronica. I am manifesting my ex for more than a year now. I have tried different techniques, including yours, And the least I can say is I feel much better than I used to feel. Generally, when I think of her, I feel joy. But sometimes when someone asks me about her or I see picture of her somewhere, I feel anxious and start feeling this lack. I manage to get out of this uneasiness, but it makes me think, why is it taking so long? I'm going to USA for my graduate studies this August, and I want her to be with me there. I've already delayed the admission process for her. Please help me, please tell me what to do. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm happy to help you try to manifest this X. I think that you are doing a lot of things right already. The fact that you are experimenting with different techniques can help. There are all sorts of different techniques. The trick to finding a good one is towards what makes you feel abundant, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel complete. Those are the correct techniques to do. And never go overboard with techniques. A little goes a long way. I always like to compare it to using salt on your food. You just use a little pinch to enhance your life, your food. You never want to go overboard. So techniques are a way of controlling these feelings, generating these feelings, controlling the proper feelings. So it's great that you feel joy when you think about her. Now, uneasiness will come up, lack feelings will come up. Your idea of how you think she is feeling right now is very important. Um, but again, if a negative feeling comes up, try to address where this negative feeling is coming from. Don't get mad at yourself for having felt this way. Don't think that you're failing because a negative feeling came up. We're allowed to have negative feelings and still successfully manifest. Manifesting something successfully has nothing to do with being positive all the time. It has to do with focus. It has to do with feeling. It has to do with generating these feelings. So if you see a picture of her and your first impulse is, an uneasy feeling, ask yourself logically why that is coming up and go with whatever the thing that feels right, the first thing that comes to mind, and then try to work on that. Work on that negative belief or that core belief, that belief of lack. Redirect it. You could redirect fear thoughts using my what if technique. It's really, really easy. You just use whatever the fear statement is and you just turn it around with saying what if, and then you say the opposite. Now, I think a lot of people get confused as to why it's taking so long, and this is definitely something you want to master because you want to feel like it's not taking so long, that you are complete right now, that you have this, that it is a sure guarantee, even though all logic in the physical world doesn't point towards it being a guarantee or any movement happening at all. You still want to feel that settled feeling inside of yourself. And then you just sort of play the waiting game. Like it doesn't even feel like you're waiting because you're already complete. Now you can generate this feeling of being complete through techniques. That's why we do techniques. You can also decide to feel relief, to just let go, to just stop trying so hard, to just surrender this to a higher source, which is the most creative part of yourself, the universe. We call that the universe. Now, it's good to have a deadline. You want her to share an important event with you. That is good, but feel like the event is going to be amazing regardless. Like you would prefer to have her there and share it with you, but you're not desperate for this. So while deadlines can be good, like I've manifested plenty of things within a deadline, you don't want to set a deadline and then feel stressed or anxiety because that date is approaching. You don't want to feel like that particular event or holiday will be damaged or tarnished because she's not there. You want to feel like that day is going to be amazing because it is your success, it is your accomplishment, and it's all about you. She is the accessory, she is the complement, she is the icing on the cake. She's not your life, your happiness. It's you. And so whenever that question comes up, why is it taking so long? Remind yourself all things are in perfect order. There is a perfect time and place for all. and try to just relax and get back to that centered place. Now, you can still ask yourself this question, why is it taking so long, and still have it manifest. So don't get mad at yourself. Try to be your own best friend. Okay, well, I hope this helped, and let's get to question number 3.
Hello, Veronica. It's all about my specific person who blocked me everywhere for 7 months now. And I tried everything and nothing's worked. So I'm kinda desperate right now. I don't know what to do. So I need your help because I miss him so much. So help me, please. Thank you.
I'm happy to help you get unblocked by your specific person. Now, I have been unblocked by people before, including my specific person. So I know exactly how to do this. I know how it feels to be blocked. I know it feels like a slap in the face, like you are closed off from this person. It feels like you have a hole in your heart, like it just feels like you're bleeding, like someone has stabbed you and you're just bleeding and there's this open wound and nothing feels right. But we want to get away from all of those bad feelings, because persisting in all of those bad feelings, missing him so much, feeling lost, that is only going to perpetuate being blocked. But you get to choose. You get to choose how it feels to be in touch with this person. So even though you're not physically in touch with them, you feel everything free flowing, like you can talk to them at any time, at any moment. You don't see this as a block. You don't keep checking to see if you're unblocked. You just feel like it's a guarantee. Now, what I would do is I would cut to the chase. I wouldn't just focus on getting unblocked. And that was Padme, by the way. She is rolling around and she is really excited about this topic. So apparently she has a lot to say about being unblocked as well. She's sending her good vibes your way. She wants you to be unblocked. She wants everyone to be unblocked that's listening to this right now. Okay, so we are going to get you unblocked by realizing that, again, you don't just need being unblocked. You want to be with this person. This is your specific person. You obviously want love with them. So let's cut to the chase. What do you want past being unblocked? Because I doubt you just want to be unblocked by this person. You actually want to be with them. So let's not just fixate on manifesting being unblocked. Let's just cut to the chase. You're together, you're in love, whatever your end goals are with this person in a relationship. I would imagine yourself on dates with them. Because, well, if you're on a date, that means they unblocked you. I would imagine yourself laughing with this person, in person, touching them, kissing them, holding hands with them. Again, all of this implies that you are communicating. You are communicating all the time. You are in the best, you are having the best bond, the best connection. It just feels right. It feels easy. It is free flowing. It is wonderful. And again, you're obviously unblocked if all of this is happening. So if you have tried a lot and nothing has worked, you have most likely tried techniques for getting unblocked, because that would seem like the logical thing to do, right? But again, we want to think beyond that. We want to think to the point of you are with this person, they love you, they prioritize you, they make you feel amazing. That implies you were in fact unblocked. Okay. So I hope that this could help. Thank you so much to the 3 people who asked questions. If you would like your question answered on a future podcast, simply send me a voice note on the Anchor app. Don't forget to visit my YouTube channel, subscribe to me there as well. And if you would like to learn more about me or work with me one-on-one, the place to go is VeronicaIsles.com. Okay, have a good one.